Hello traders and welcome back to the Market Trucks. Let's look for the top trade ideas for tomorrow. Today Bank Nifty was as I mentioned yesterday also that Nifty is in proper bearish mode right now, but then Bank Nifty is very reluctant to fall. And yesterday also we have seen a lot of choppy moves on Bank Nifty. Today also, but then in the later part of the day we have seen neat and clean selling pressure on Bank Nifty as well. The good part is that on the lower side still we see some buying. So if you see over here 37,600 is the key decision point coming from past, and it has been tested today. Well respected. Bank Nifty again moved back and gave about 300 points move from here on actually on the upward side. So what is there for us tomorrow basically? So if you look right now, there is some buying evident on the lower side, but tomorrow again I would expect one more choppy day. Again, coming from my feedback from the Nifty side, actually my analysis from the Nifty side. So that is what we need to take care of basically. I would be more keen to go long in Bank Nifty when we see that this trend line is breached. Okay, so this is on the 15-minute trend line. If you see, this is a sloping channel, basically a downwards channel. So any opening on Bank Nifty tomorrow below this trend line in this area would be again, I would expect that there will be some selling pressure from top, and again you will see a down move from here on actually. Only and only if Bank Nifty could able to break and sustain above this trend line, like somewhere around 37,960 plus odd levels for 5 minutes, then you can buy Bank Nifty with a 50 points stop loss. 1:2 risk to reward ratio will be your first target basically. So about 50 points stop loss, 100 points will be your target. Make sure you are entering just above this trend line only on the confirmation of breaking above this, and let Bank Nifty sustain it, wait for 5 minutes above this trend line, then only we should be looking for buying opportunity. Any flat opening, any opening in this zone over here, initial 5-minute candle, if it becomes a bearish candle, if you see a selling pressure, again we would see a neat and clean fall, quite possible to come up till this level over here. So another 300 points downfall we can expect in Bank Nifty, and that will be a typical price pattern, which I would not be anyways surprised if this happens basically. So on the tops, if you see over here, bears are actually quite aggressive especially in today's session. Quite aggressive selling has happened actually. So this can be a good possibility. If this happens, your short entry will be below this candle over here, 37,830. Let this level break below, and then you can go for 50 points stop loss, 100 points profit target. From there on makes a pretty good decent trade basically. So this is for Bank Nifty. There is possibility of a long trade and a short trade both in Bank Nifty. Let's come back to Nifty now. And Nifty, if you see, free fall has happened in last 3 sessions in Nifty. Quite neat price action over here. The only thing which is encouraging for bulls is that today we have actually broken and closed above this trend line over here on the 50-minute. Again, one more sloping channel over here, channel which is going downwards. If you see this one, so this was a downwards channel, and break above, sustained and close above is a very encouraging sign basically. On Nifty also, if you see, there are two key price actions happened today. One is that we had this virgin gap, this gap, which I am kind of very vocal about, that 18,000, this is what 17,890 odd levels till this area over here. This was a gap which was not yet filled, and in today's session it was filled basically. So this has happened already. Now it doesn't have any more significance. The another important thing today happened is basically this key decision point over here. Just give me one moment. This key decision point over here, which is coming from quite some time over here. If you see, this was resistance become support, support, and then again a support, and today also proved beautifully well as in support basically. So this is a very important zone now which Nifty should kind of hold in coming sessions. What can we plan for tomorrow? So of course on the Nifty, after like 3 to 4 sessions, I'm bit more convinced if it opens green and it stays for 5 minute green tomorrow, then above 17,800, any of these areas over here, this zone over here, 17,800 to 17,840 odd levels, let it open and sustain for 5 minutes. Look for a buying opportunity. 25 to 30 points is stop loss, and about 50 points profit target is what you can expect. So this momentum can very well continue tomorrow. The other possibility will be a gap up opening. So beware of any gap up opening into this zone. If this zone market opens gap up, and right from the opening, if you see a selling pressure coming, once again on Nifty also we will see a price pattern something like this. So this gap up and then another fall downwards. So if there is like from opening, if you see a selling pressure happening, then in that case what you have to do is basically look for an shorting opportunity, and your shorting entry would be on the break of, let me just move it on the 5 minute time frame so we can mark it more neat and clean. So if you see a very vertical line over here, typical sign of a reversal, any point it can happen basically. So let this trend line break below, and then you can enter anywhere on these highs if you see selling pressure right from top. So this is another scenario for Nifty tomorrow. I do not expect Nifty to open gap down as such, but in case gap down open, then look for trend continuation. Another short side entry would be your way to go. Top trade ideas on stocks. First pick for tomorrow is Cholamandalam Finance. A beautiful flat top pattern has been formed over here today. Lot of buying in the opening session, in the morning session, and then a typical consolidation over here. Okay, so this is beautiful price action pattern, and this consolidation tomorrow I expect it to kind of break above and continue somewhere upwards. So in that case, what you can trade basically is this will be your entry zone. So 651, above 651 you can take an entry, and then your stop loss will be just below this smaller consolidation. Being an intraday trader, don't keep a big stop loss. Okay, so this will be your stop loss. 646.5 will be your stop loss over here, just below the low of this particular zone, these candles over here. So 651 plus you can do a entry, and 646.5 will be your stop loss, which makes it less than 1%, and 1:1 risk to reward ratio is what you should be looking for minimum. So 6 to 7 points will be your profit target. Next trade will be on the Deepak Nitrite. Again, if you see a beautiful over here, a parabolic move has been seen in Deepak Nitrite. I do expect this to test this area over here, which will be 26,186 or 85 odd levels basically. So bullish opening is what it is very important for tomorrow. Let it open bullish, and anywhere above this candle, if it sustains, you can take an entry. 2662 to 2665 will be your entry level. Keep about 10 to 12 points stop loss, not a big one on this one, and then keep a target of 2685. So that is what I expect Deepak Nitrite from tomorrow. And then next stock is Power Grid. Once again, if you see a lot of bullishness over here, even on the daily it is testing its like a breakout zone. So my entry on Power Grid will be 215.5. Keep 2 rupees stop loss, minimum 2 rupees profit target in Power Grid tomorrow. Then the last stock for tomorrow is NIIT Tech, and last 15 minutes if you see amazing price action along with amazing volumes over here, I do expect this momentum to continue tomorrow in NIIT Tech. What we need is a green opening. Let it open either flat or somewhat bullish over here, and then you can take an entry somewhere around these levels, about 500 odd levels. You can take entry 499 to 500 rupees. You should be taking entry, about 4 rupees stop loss max, not more than that, and keep about 4 to 8 rupees profit target in NIIT Tech. Again, stock which is definitely expected to give a proper breakout tomorrow. This is much for today. Thanks all for watching. If you like the content, please like the video, share and subscribe the channel, and press the bell icon to get notification for all new videos. Thank you all.